Splinter of the Mind's Eye, the beginning of the expanded universe, written before Star Wars even hit theaters. It exists in its own pocket universe, one where Luke, the farm boy from Tatooine, can swim, but Leia, a core world princess, cannot. Or rather, one where Luke and Leia are not siblings, and the chemistry skews romantic. Or one where Luke is perfectly content not figuring out how to be a Jedi. After all, he has a rechargeable lightsaber that can morph into a light dagger, the occasional whisper of wisdom from Obi-Wan, and new powers that crop up from time to time. What more could he need? As an entry of the Legends continuity, Splinter is a mind-bender. My personal theory is that as Luke and Leia crash land on the planet Mimban in the first chapter, they're mentally influenced by the strangely intense electrical storm that precipitated said crash, and are therefore not themselves. Then, once they leave the planet after the story ends, they'll return to the mostly sensible heroes we'll see in Empire Strikes Back. But for the duration of the story, Luke is something of a hero/jerk stereotypical of the era who happened to spend his free time on Tatooine studying cultures and science. Leia is a, quote, steel kitten who joined the rebellion because the Empire had bad art. Together they contend with a giant worm, a giant lake blob, a giant toad, some drunk locals, some warrior natives, some Imperials, Leia's panic attacks, and Vader. Oh, this theory also works for Vader, who seems oddly inclined towards villainous monologues. If you think of Splinter as an artifact of a world that never was, it can be a fascinating read. There's a red kyber crystal that reacts to the Force but is otherwise nothing like the kybers of current canon. The martially minded Koei take the place of Ewoks as the technologically primitive people that hold their own against the Empire. Instead of the wise Jedi Master disguised as a troll, we have a woman with a tenuous grasp of the Force who occasionally refers to herself in the third person. There are brutal Imperials and smarmy Imperials, and just doing my job with this massacre Imperials. Basically, the whole range of Imperials. Sometimes the prose beckons you in by describing the universe as beautifully flowing, glorious and aglow like the robe of a queen. Other times, Luke almost suffocates and thinks, air, most delicious of gases. 2.5 stars, read it for the history, enjoy it for the off-the-wall characterizations, don't take it too seriously, and may the Force be with you.